Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. So it is Monday, the 27th of May. Sorry it took a while to get on. I just had to update the team because we have now hit the range high, which is a TP2 for the long trade that I did enter into yesterday. Yesterday. Very, very late. When did we enter into this? Yeah, so yesterday, getting confused here. So late last night, we entered into that long trade there. And as you can see, we have just now hit a TP2 at the range high. Okay, so this has been an extremely profitable trade for myself. And as you can see, I've taken some profits, quite a lot of profit off of this trade as of now. Now, this is $4,610 in a profit, but I added to a long trade, right? So it was 4,000 realized PNL. Okay, so yeah, 610 profit off of this long trade in itself. Okay, and then of course we still have the unrealized profit that is here as well. So this has been an extremely profitable long trade, and all I have been doing and all I've been telling the team that I am doing is literally trading this range. Okay. I actually entered into a short up here off of the swing failure pattern off of the previous day high. Okay, the failed auction of the VWAP. Okay, we understand, right, that the VWAP has been acting as really, really strong resistance. Okay, so I thought, right, we've got a swing failure pattern of previous day high. We failed auctioned the VWAP. Okay, this is a good short entry for me. So I entered into that short, took it all the way down to these lows here, where I took a TP1 on that, moved the stop loss to entry, and from there I actually took a long trade. Right, so we can take a look at all of these on the Visionary Discord. So, of course, here was the short that I told the team I was taken the short, as you can see right here. Here was the short setup. Failed auction of yesterday's high with fake out of VWAP. Okay, we had trapped longs at the high, as you can see here. We had like 7.4 at the high. Okay, and then in the candle before that, we had 4 million as well. Okay, so there were a lot of longs happening at the high of this candle here, and I understood, right, that we've now failed auctioned the previous day high, and we also failed auctions the VWAP. Okay, and we were pulling back. So for me, all of these trapped longs were going to have to cover, meaning that they would have to sell back into the market, which would initially push the price lower. And that was Friday afternoon that I entered into that trade. And of course, the weekend, really, you are expecting low volatility, and you are expecting price to just range sideways, consolidate sideways. That's exactly what happens this weekend, as you can see right here. Literally just very boring range bound price action. And then on Sunday afternoon, evening-ish, okay, then we got this pullback here, which we took advantage of this short trade, of course, and took a TP1, moved the stop loss to entry, making that a risk-free trade, okay, because it wasn't the greatest pullback. I understood that. So, yeah, for me, it was just, right, TP1 it, stop loss to entry, completely risk-free. So, yeah, that was a really nice, profitable trade there. And then, of course, I told the team, yeah, of course, there was the TP1. Not one of my biggest trades, but initially it's a profitable trade. I was happy with this trade. Okay, I understood, right. This, I didn't enter into this trade with lots of capital because I understood that we were coming into the weekend, right. And whenever I'm taking a trade on Friday afternoon, it will always just be with lower capital because, yeah, I understand that weekends aren't the best for trading, especially as this market matures. But yeah, then I went on to say trading the range until the range breaks. That's all I'm doing, right? Just trading this range until we either get a break towards the upside or we get a break towards the downside. So I took the long here. Here was the long setup that I was looking at. Okay, took that long off of, you can call it an SFP, but it's more of like a failed auction of that range low. It's just a very slight breakdown, and then we got acceptance back above it. Okay. So for me, yeah, that was the long trade, and yeah, it did take a while. Okay, so initially I would have taken a TP1 here, but this happened at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I wasn't awake to take a TP1 in this trade. Then we saw price pull back. Okay, I was still happy with this because we were seeing. I was talking with the team this morning about it, right? We had short absorption actually as we were pulling back here. So for me, right, I was still happy to be in the long trade, right? Even when we were up here. So yeah, the daily market update was about 9:30 ish here. So we were in a profit, and I was saying, right, I could close this trade out here for a nice profit, or even just for a nice little break even trade, right? Um, but I was confident that we were going to see higher prices. I was confident that we would see range high. I was still happy with this. So I remained in this long trade. And as you can see, that was the correct decision. We've seen a really nice rise and we have made some really, really nice profits. And of course, I am long from down here as well. I don't know if I have all the analysis on there, okay, but we can take a look at it on the Discord as well, right here. I've taken this. Yeah, I have taken this long. As you can see right there, I took this long trade from here, which was really nice. MPOC with GP786, and then we had short absorption into that level. Okay, and yeah, as you can see, that was from this. Let's just pull the fib for you guys so you can see it right. So that was from this level right here, entered into the long down here. As you can see, this has been a really, really nice long trade as well. And yeah, we are now at new highs for this long trade that I've entered into. Okay, and I'm still quite long on the market. Okay, as you can see here, I'm still pretty long on the market, so I'm happy with how long I am on the market. I do have another account with another long trade on there as well, right? So I'm happy to remain long and look for higher prices, really. Okay, if we can break this range towards the upside, this will be great for the long trades. Of course, this will be absolutely great for for those long trades. And as you can see, we are now breaking the range high. Okay, we are now breaking the range high. Does that mean I long here? Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not. This is not a time to be longing. The long was from down here and the long was from here as well. Those were the two long trade setups that I saw in since let's say Thursday, all right, to where we are now. Those were the only two long trades that I saw. Okay, so those were the two long trades that I took, right? And as you can see, they have been extremely profitable trades. And actually, who was it? FR Trader. Let's have a look. Team. Yeah, FR Trader here said he took all three of the last trades, as you can see here. Yeah, he actually got a better entry. I was looking at them, and he actually got a better entry on one of them. than I did myself. So yeah, congratulations to FR Trader on that. But yeah, as you can see, he's made some really nice profits on those last 3 trades that I have taken as well. So yeah, the last 3 trades again was the long from down here, the short from here, and yeah, of course, this long trade here. So yeah, taken loads of profit off of this long trade, this short trade, TP1, stop loss to entry on that one because yeah, I understood that this wasn't a great pullback. And then this one here, I've taken a TP1, taken a TP2. Now the stop loss is at entry. That's what I was updating the team on the Discord literally just as I was going live. So yeah, I took a TP2. There we go. TP2 as we were coming up to the range high. And then stop loss is at entry, as you can see right there, just making it very clear and simple. So yeah, we've had some really, really nice trades. Yeah, really nice trades. Can't complain with them whatsoever. I can't lie. It has been quite difficult. I have found this a little bit difficult to trade this price action, even though I've made some really nice profit on it. I have found it quite difficult. I can't lie. They haven't been the nicest trade setups. So yeah, it's been a little bit difficult. But this is, as a trader, you need to be able to adapt throughout the entirety of the market, right? When the market's easy, of course, you can relax a little bit. You have the easy setups. You don't have to worry as much. But when price is choppy and just like funny looking like this, like, what even is this price action really? It's just so like constricted. Then we see a move and then it's like really constricted again. It's not like nice range bound price action. It's really, yeah, it's just kind of ugly price action. So, I have to admit, it's been a little bit difficult to be looking for these trade setups. But initially, right, I have profited off of this. So it's all well and good, right? You can see right into the short. It took so much time for price to pull back, okay, down to this low, which was initially the first target. And same with this long trade here, right? Of course, we've come up to TP1 here, right? But then we're targeting this TP2. It's pulled back. It's had a bit of range bound price action here, and then it's finally got the move, right? It's just been quite frustrating, and it happens sometimes. You don't always get the easy trade setups. I mean, this one was a good, nice, easy trade setup, to be honest with you. That was quite an easy one. But yeah, it was these two which were just a little bit like, even entering into the trade, it's like they're not. Yeah, it's just not the easiest price action to go off. But initially, right, this is what you need to do. You need to learn to actually adapt as well. But yeah, we're getting a break towards the upside now. So we are getting a break towards the upside now. Is this going to be a clean break of the range high, or are we going to get a fake out? To be honest with you, let's just refresh this, make sure we're all up to date. To be honest, it isn't the greatest rise, right? The start of the rise was okay. But, yeah, look where we are again. We're at 1 billion open interest, okay? What happens every time, right? Well, recently, sorry. We've come up to 1 billion, right? We've rejected off of it so many times. We're struggling to get above that 1 billion mark. So it means that every move that we get when we're coming into that 1 billion mark on the open interest, it means it is going to be a weak move. And this rise is now a weak rise, meaning that we could form a failed auction of this, right? We've got a naked point of control here. I haven't shorted yet. There's no reason to be shorting at this moment in time because we are breaking out, even though it's not the best rise towards the upside, right? It's not really that good of a rise. It doesn't mean that we can't continue, okay? We understand that we have a lot of liquidity up here. We have a lot of liquidity up here. So we could see, price actually come out and take the liquidity from, all the way up here. And then we see the pullback from there, right? Because expectations are, when you're getting a weak rise or a weak pullback, okay, price tends to reverse in the opposite direction, okay? So, yeah, we don't know where price is going. If this weak rise continues, we don't know where the price is gonna actually pull back. All we can do, okay, is wait for a setup, i.e., maybe a failed auction of the MPOC in confluence with that range high. If we see that, then for me, I'm thinking, right, okay, I'm seeing weakness here. now that I'm seeing weakness, I can enter into the shorts because I understand that this rise is weak. We're probably going to give it back. We've got a lot of longs opening up at the high. We're going to have a lot of longs at the high as well. Price is probably going to pull back, right? That's the expectation. And what am I going to do? Exactly what I said to the team right up here. Trading the range until the range breaks. That's literally what I'm going to do, right? So if I see a failed auction of range high in confluence with the MPOC, I will take that short trade, right? I will. That would be a really nice short trade, to be honest with you, because we do have that weekly MPOC. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out, how it plays out over the course of the stream as well. Let's see if we do get the short set up on the stream. Remember, there was a stream. Yeah, can't remember when it was, but we had this long trade set up on the stream from 59,269. I think that was. So yeah, we entered into a stream live, and yeah, that was a really profitable trade. That was we took. I can't remember where we took that up to, but 2nd of May. Let's have a look. Of course, I put it in. Oh, a little bit too far there. Of course, I put it in the Discord as well. So here it was. I've taken the long trade. That was the long trade we took on live stream. Yeah, where did we take that up to? Was it the POC and then we shorted the POC? Yeah, I think that was. Was it? VWAP TP1. Yeah, I think we might have. That was a short from POC. I can't really remember. Too many trades, to be honest with you. But yeah, we took a TP3, so the majority of the trade was closed at that POC, and then I think we should because we shorted that one. I think we attempted to short that one. Yeah, too many trades. I can't really remember, but yeah, we took that to the POC, so that was a really nice trade in itself as well. So yeah, let's see if we can get a trade. It would be nice if we could get a trade on live stream. It would be good. But yeah, back up at 70k now. Back up at 70k. So yeah, for this long trade here, I'm not too interested in taking that profit off. Right, I'm just going to let that ride. Okay, just to see if we get to all-time high. I'm not going to take another TP on this long trade unless we tap all-time high. To be honest with you, with this one. I'll probably wait a little bit higher, to be honest, to take another TP1 on this long trade here because it is a bit of a larger position. Yeah, because yeah, this was the long from all the way down here. That was a nice entry, right? That was a nice entry. So even though I did put lower capital than usual, I still put higher capital than I put in on this trade here and this trade here because I understood that this was more of a high probability trade than these trades here, right? These are a little bit lower probability trades, just because they're more like scalp/day trades, right? Well, I say that these have gone over the course of 2 days, both of them, I think. So yeah, 2-day trades, let's say. It is currently a bank holiday as well here in the UK, and I understand in America it is. Oh, what day is it today in America? They've got holiday. I'm not too sure. Let me know if there are any Americans in the chat. But yeah, I know it's a holiday in America. It's not Thanksgiving. It's definitely not Thanksgiving. There's some, I can't remember what the holiday was, but yeah, there's some holiday. So the stock market, of course, is closed in America today. So yeah, to be honest, like this morning, I was thinking to myself, we probably won't see a big move today, or like a quick move. Maybe we'll see like a slow move up to range high, but we've seen like a pretty quick move up, to be honest. Again, Bitcoin always surprises you, right? It always surprises you, and that's why I love to trade it. So we've got 8 minutes left of this candle. If we get a confirmed break towards the upside, then of course I'm not going to be shorting. And the only other short trade that I would see if we did get the break up would be the failed auction. So yeah, price would have to come back, get acceptance back below that range high, sorry, and then I would take the short from there, stop loss above the high, targeting like range low. Okay, of course we could update range low, take it, we could actually be targeting all the way down here as well. Okay, all the way down here, which would be nice. I'm just gonna, for the sake of the long trade, I'm just gonna keep it here for now. We'll get onto some higher time frame analysis as well. We'll cover that in the stream as well. I just sort of want to see how this plays out, to be honest with you, because we could get a quick move down, right? Because it is a weak. Because it is a weak rise towards the upside. I understand we could get a quick move down, possibly, and form a swing failure pattern. Let's just refresh that. I've saved that template on a 15-minute time frame. There we go. That should be. Let's go back to it. Yeah, 30-minute. Cool. Yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish rise. Okay, let's see. There's no long imbalances though. So the longs aren't really overwhelming the shorts at this moment in time. Ideally, you would like to see the longs overwhelming the shorts, especially if you're getting a breakout. If you're getting a clean breakout, we're not seeing much of it. I mean, we're seeing a little bit, but it's not like, again, look at this, right? 3.6 million, 8.9 million positive delta, volume 15 million, 37 million, right? It's not huge amount of volume, okay, or huge amount of positive delta. If we go back here, look at that: 59 million, 51 million, 47 million, 64 million, 109 million, 72 million, right? So we can very clearly see, right, this is it's a bit of a quiet day, to be honest with you. Here we go. This is what I was literally just talking about, right? We could get a quick move down here. If we do, I will take that short trade. I'm again just literally going to trade the range until it breaks. If you've got any questions, let me know in the chat. Of course, I'll be happy to answer any of those. Like, ideally, right, on this breakout that we're seeing here, and I say breakout because it's of course not confirmed, right? Of course, we're breaking out, but yeah, it's a bit of a weak break towards the upside, to be honest. I mean, we're getting a little bit more volume. Yeah, again, if we don't swing failure it, the more probable scenario that I would see is, of course, a failed auction, unless we start to see longs kicking in. If we start to see longs kicking in, then I could be happy to say, right, okay, we're going to see higher prices here. Maybe I could take another TP on the other long if that happens as well, just because I understand, we're probably going to come back down to range low. We'll see how this plays out. I've got 2 minutes left because, I might be interested in taking this trade. And then we'll get on to some higher time frame analysis. This is what it is a lot of the time, when I'm entering into trades, I'm just sitting here waiting, anticipating just to see if we get that set up. Patience. That's all it is, patience. If I don't see it, I don't take it. If I see it, then I will take it. This is kind of what you want to see with a swing failure pattern. We're getting a lot of the volume is within the wick here. Of course, the candle hasn't finished yet, so it's not fully confirmed yet. There's 30 seconds left. Yeah, 23 seconds. We're not going to get the short trade here, to be honest. So the only other thing that I can see right now is that failed auction. Okay, failed auction, and that's a short trade that I see. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. No worries. So the failed auction is the next short trade that I see. Right, if we get acceptance back into the to the range, then I can take the short from there. My stop loss will be above the high. I like the fact, right, that we have closed the candle at that weekly naked point of control. I like that, right? That gives me, strong conviction that if we do fail auction in this next candle, okay, then this is probably a very good short trade here, and we can target range low. I like the fact that we've done that. Of course, if we did break above it, and then we did form failed auction, I would still take the short trade, right? Because I understand we're viewing this level as not an exact dollar level. We're kind of viewing it as a little bit of a zone. So but I like the fact that we've respected it there. So if we can now fail auction it in this candle, right? I like that for the short trade, to be honest, and I can look for lower there. So 29 minutes until this possible candle closes. If we don't get it in this one, we check the next candle. I guess it's just patience now. Again, patience. We didn't get the short trade set up here. Okay, there's no conviction for it really. I mean, you could be going in aggressively here at the naked point of control, right? It isn't a good rise. It isn't a good breakout of the range. So you could be going in aggressively here, with still putting the stop loss above the high. Personally, for myself, I would rather wait for the failed auction confirmation, and then I'd look for the short trade, right? in this instant, a lot of the time I do take the aggressive entry. It's like with swing failure patterns, the aggressive, and even with failed auctions, really, the aggressive entry is off of the like first confirmation of the swing failure pattern, which is literally, say this candle was just a little bit higher, right? Let's say, yeah. So say that candle was at this level here, that would have been a nice swing value pattern there, right? Probably find a little bit of a better example. Yeah, just looking at this price action in this box here, right? If we're just focusing on that, right, you formed a swing value pattern. There you form this perfect swing failure pattern, and I enter off of the candle close, but you can have a more conservative entry, which is you wait for like a market structure shift, okay, and then you enter. So you're entering a little bit more conservative. So yeah, with swing value patterns, I like to take the aggressive approach, but with like naked point of controls in confluence with like a swing value pattern or a failed auction, I'd rather be still take the aggressive entry. This is like a super aggressive entry. I'd rather wait for just the aggressive entry. Okay, I'm more of an aggressive trader rather than an extremely aggressive trader. That's the extremely aggressive short trade. As you can see, it looks like we might actually take that high out anyway. So yeah, I'm not interested in shorting this until we get the confirmation. And then with the conservative entry for me, it's too late, right? You've missed a lot of the move if you're waiting for the conservative entry. So yeah, I'm not too. And again, looking at order flow really helps you as well. I mean, and helps with aggressive trading because, of course, you have a lot more information to go off of instead of just looking at TradingView. So yeah, let's see. There's still no open interest increase here. We'll see how this plays out, right? But let's have a look at more of the higher time frame stuff now. So let's just what fib is that? Is that okay? So that is what I want to talk about there. Let's just group these together quick. Let's just do range. Oh, just do 30-minute, right? Let's get rid of that. Right, we've got the naked point of controls. We've got 2 highs I'm interested in. Okay. Before we look at the higher time frame analysis, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. Really helps me out. If you are new, of course, subscribe as well and turn that bell notification on so you never ever miss a live stream or any videos that I put out there. But yeah, let's look at this. So of course, I don't want to go over what I've gone over quite a lot, which is the Elliott wave. We understand, right? Let's just briefly look at it. That's the much higher time frame Elliott wave. I hope I didn't delete it. Oh, we're getting quite a strong move here. Well, I say strong. No, sorry, not really a strong move, but quite an impulsive move, let's say. Okay, so of course, right, we've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, so we had our bearish Elliott wave count there. Then we went on for the ABC correction, which is as expected. Okay, so we had A, B, C. Okay, the C finished up here. And yeah, what I like to do is I like to turn these ABC corrections into a bullish Elliott wave count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, going up for 5. So if we can break above the top of wave or the end of wave 3 at $72,069, right, that confirms wave 5, and the expectation is that we do get a little bit higher or significantly higher in general, just higher than wave 3. Okay, so at this moment in time, I am anticipating wave 5 to form, right, which is why I am nice and long on the market. Okay, this is why I am nice and long on the market at this moment in time, because I am anticipating this wave 5. Okay, I'm anticipating it to be confirmed, and I'm anticipating it to continue, continue higher as well. So, of course, from there, right, end of wave 5, wherever that may end. Okay, the expectation from there is a bearish count. So we are looking for, I say a bearish count, I mean like a ABC correction. Okay, so we could be looking at some sort of ABC correction. Of course, this isn't mapped out perfectly. It may not look anything like this. Okay, but this is just to give us a rough idea of end of wave 5. Okay, this could end at all-time high, where from there, okay, we could get, like we've had many times before, we could get a swing failure pattern of all-time high, which could be the end of wave 5. And then we're looking for the ABC correction to take advantage of. So this is sort of what I'm planning at this moment in time for the bullish count. Of course, we still have a bearish count as well. And I'm not currently in any short trades at this moment in time anymore. I did close that short trade. So let's have a look at the bearish count, because we are technically still in bearish market structure, right? Yeah, this is kind of what the bearish count is looking like. And this is saying, we could probably come down to like 51,700 because, of course, we have a pretty major level down there with the POC of that range. So, this is still a possibility. The way to invalidate this is if wave 4 ends above wave 2, then we can just completely invalidate that. And we're now looking at the bullish case, right? We're just looking at the bullish case. So, yeah, for me, I would like to be in a short trade. Of course, I got stopped out at entry. So we took a TP1 on the short. Then we did get stopped out at entry on that short trade. But, I am actively looking for a short trade, right? I am going to be actively looking for a short trade, getting a bit of an open interest increase here. So, longs are kicking in now, right? We can see, longs are kicking into the market, which is always good for the long trades. So, yeah, let's take a look at this. I'm kind of interested in... I highly doubt we're getting... I think we have a daily naked point of control. Yeah, just up there with a 786. I highly doubt, right, that we're getting long absorption. I could be wrong. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so I don't really see a short trade at this moment in time from here. The argument could be, right, the argument could be $70,702. MPOC just above us. Maybe we could swing failure pattern that. That could be an argument. I'm not against that, to be honest. It's not my most preferred setup, but I'm not against it. Of course, if we break above these, then You know, 72,000. That is the level that I'm more interested in taking a short from. Let's just double check the naked point of controls quick. So that's that, of course. Yeah, there is just nothing. Yeah, there's nothing above us. Yeah, so above us for the short trades, I'm kind of ruling out now this failed auction. Yeah, I'm looking at this range here. I don't like the confluence really. So the only real short trade that I would see is literally what I just said, which is that swing failure pattern of this, like failed auction of that for a short trade. Not the most preferred, but it's possibly valid. I'll have to see what the reaction is like here. If we're looking very bullish, then there's no need to short it. Where from there, right? The next best. Yeah, the next best short that I would see is like a swing failure pattern of that high at 72. So, yeah, I guess those are the only two possible shorts that I'm looking for up here, to be honest. I don't see anything as of yet. This is looking like a pretty clean break towards the upside now. Of course, it's a pretty weak move, so the expectation is we give all of this back, this rise back, right? It's not a great move whatsoever. But yeah, I can't see the conviction for that short trade anymore. I just seen a comment. Island time, good to see you back here. Nice to see you back. Good to see familiar faces. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't see the shorts really. We'll have to see, right? I'll have to see what the reaction's like here. If not, then I'm looking just for a simple failed auction or a swing value pattern of that high for the short up there. Those are the only two levels I kind of see shorting at this moment in time now. Yeah, we've just broken out of this range now, right? It was a very tight, constricted range, right? So of course, I've let this long trade run now. I'll probably let this. I could take another TP. I'd probably just take another TP from the long from down here. If we come up to $70,700, I'll probably take another TP there on it. To be honest, as you can see, that's both of them have gone up massively in profit, which is nice. So yeah, $70,700 would be that next TP on this trade here, to be honest. Yeah, well, I guess I could look for that short. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I like to think of it as like a tier list, right? And it's not up there on my. It's not up at the top of my tier list. So, of course, if I see the setup, I will take it. And because it's not like one of my highest probability trade setups, I'll enter with a little bit lower capital, but I still would want to take it because it's within my means. Okay, it's within my um, tier list. It's on my any trade that's on my tier list. I will take 80 to 90% of the time. Unless I see something else that I don't really like, okay, which could counter trade that, something on order flow possibly. But if I see the setup, I will always take it, to be honest. And like I said, like that, maybe 10-15% chance that I won't take it, and that's if I see something that I don't like. So yeah, let's pull up the naked point of controls again. I'm not against it. I'm not against it, right? I understand. Okay, it's a weak rise towards the upside. Um, if we swing failure pattern this, I wouldn't be surprised if we come all the way back down here. I just wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. If we retrace from where we are now, you've got this high here, but just I'm more interested in that high, to be honest. This is what I mean. It's not easy. This is not easy price action to trade. Even I'm like, like considering do I take this one? Do I take this one? Like it is difficult price action to trade. This is very difficult price action to trade. We can go back to the 8 hour. Remember, I've been trading this 8 hour quite a lot. This was actually really nice. Even though at the start I was thinking, oh, we're front running levels. We front run range high, we front run range low a few times, right? There's still just really nice, simple trade entries from there. That was just really great price action. And this is just a little bit ugly price action. Not the best to trade, but again, if you're looking for the right setups, you can still profit off of price action like this, and you can still profit. Be extremely profitable off price action like this. It's a little bit harder. It's a little bit more advanced, okay, because you really have to know what you're doing, but it's still possible, right? If we just pull back from here, I wouldn't even be surprised, to be honest. We've not really hit any level, but yeah, it's just not a great rise towards the upside. But the short would be from like a swing failure of 70,700, and I would prefer to take out that naked point of control at 70,975. So that would be the short trade that I would be looking for. Not too interested in many other short trades, to be honest, except the one from 72,000. I think we're back. I believe we are back. Cool. Not sure what happened there. The Wi-Fi just cut out for a second. I can see we've got 2 likes on the stream. If everyone can just smash that thumbs up button, I would really, really appreciate it. But yeah. Any questions, of course, put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them, of course. How did everyone's weekend go as well? For me, it's kind of still the weekend because it is a bank holiday, but yeah, again, it's like I understand all my friends are off work, but for myself, I'm still here working, of course, trading as well. So yeah, for me, I don't really have bank holidays, which I don't mind, to be honest with you. Um, I'd rather have that freedom of working for myself than um, being tied to a job. $70,700, that next target. We front run it ever so slightly. Let's see if we can hit it. And then I'll take another TP1 on the long from down here. What was it? This long trade here. Of course, if you want access to this Visionary Discord, click the first link in the description. It will take you over to this page here where you can gain access to that Visionary Discord, and of course all the courses, the educational courses we have for you there as well. And then of course you get access to the ExoCharts templates. And of course to the Discord where I give all of the trades that I take away. Which, yeah, as you can see here, FR Trader said he took all 3 of the last trades. So that was the long from down here, was it? Yeah. So that was the long from down there. So he's entered into the long from down there. Then what did he enter into? This is a short. So 60, yeah, so that was a short from here. So he's entered into the short there. And then there was one more trade. He entered into the long from $68,700 pretty much. So that was this, yeah. So he entered into the long there. So we took all 3 of those previous trades. All 3 of them have been extremely, extremely profitable trades, which is really, really nice. So yeah, congratulations to you, FR Trader. Yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Of course, we're just coming up to an hour on the live stream. So if you have any questions, then yeah, fire away. There's not much to really talk about. Just because I don't really like the shorts towards the upside. They're not my most, other than 72,000, right? I like the short from there, but like from $70,700, it's not my most preferred short trade. So yeah, this is the long trade that I'll take TP, a TP. What is it? We took. It's a little bit too. No, it's not. It's up here. Yeah. So I took a TP1 on that trade at range high. Stop loss move to entry. Another TP on the long. Yeah, so I've only taken 2 TPs on that. I've only taken 2 TPs on the long from down here at $67,100. Yeah, which was this one here. So I've only taken 2 TPs on that. So I'll be happy to take a TP3 on that trade. If we come up and tap $70,700. So it would be nice if we can come up there, and I'll take another TP. Again, right, on both of these trades, my stop losses are now at entry, okay? So my stop losses are now both at entry on those trades. So, yeah, not too worried about those at all. How many likes have we got? 2 likes on the stream. If everyone could just smash that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Really helps me out, really helps the channel out, and yeah, I can continue to provide this content for you. So for everyone that has liked, thank you. For everyone that not, please smash that thumbs up button, and of course subscribe if you are new. I am doing these live streams every single day. I say every weekday, and yeah, one of the previous live streams that I did on the 2nd of May, we did actually enter into a long trade on stream, right? So it wasn't just for the visionary members on the Discord, okay? Sometimes if there is a trade to be had on whilst I'm on stream, then yeah, I will take that, of course. I did think it was going to be, I think I probably already said this, I thought it was going to be a pretty slow day, to be honest with you. But, it's turned out to be a really profitable day. This is why I love trading so much, right? What's it? 6, 4, just a little over $1,000 on the day. Of course, I'm ignoring the 4,000. I'm minusing 4,000 from that because, yeah, that was a previous trade, and I literally just added into that trade. But 1,000 on the day. Of course, I entered into last night, right? But in 24 hours, $1,000 in 24 hours, can't complain with that whatsoever. I'm going to look to take another TP on this long trade here. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. For any of you who wanted to know as well, the ExoChart education videos should be out next week, right? They're like 75, maybe 80% done at this moment in time. So they are very close to completion. And of course, it's just like the bulk of it, really. It's just understanding all the tools that are provided for you on ExoCharts. And then, okay, we're getting a nice open interest increase here. So we're getting longs coming in. But yeah, it's just like the what it is pretty much just the bulk of exo charts, okay, what everything does, what everything means. And then after that, each week after that, I'm probably going to come out with strategies. Okay, so actually how to combine everything that because of course everything that I've got at this moment in time is all individual stuff. So it's all focused on one individual tool, such as the fixed range or the VWAP, okay, or the open interest. What else? So we got the delta, right? Imbalances. Okay, the ones that are coming out as well. Of course, some of those are already out there on the website, and then some of them are going to be coming out this week. But all of them are just directly focused on one thing. Maybe in some of them I have incorporated some other stuff, but only briefly. With strategies, all I'm going to do, because I have saved, right? Let's zoom out. I have saved all of these trades down here, okay, which are really good examples, right? So we have the long trade here. This is a setup that I take a lot of the time, right? We have GP786, we had short absorption, okay, we had a naked point of control. So I want to walk through what I'm looking for, okay, when I see price coming into this level and the reasoning for taking the long trade there. So of course I want to walk through that. That's why I've saved that one. What was this? So we have this one here. I don't know if there was a naked point of control there. There could have been. I'll have to double check that. But for like the long trade, I've saved all of these, and I'm literally going to go over these. Right, we had the short from up here. I'm literally just going to go over these and some other ones as well, and just literally dive into why I have taken these trades. The full transparency behind the trade, and those will be the strategies. So I will cover each. I'll probably put them out there each week or maybe every other day or something, and they're just literally going to be different strategies that I look for. Okay, and these are going to be the strategies that are on my tier list, right? So in my head, I need to write it down when I have some time, but I have a tier list, and I know the trades that are highest probability, and I know the trades that are kind of like medium probability, and then I know the trades that are lower, they still, fairly good probability trades, but they are just a little bit lower than the higher probabilities and the medium probability trades, right? And it all depends on like confluence, really, to be honest with you. That's all it, depends on quite a lot. Right, we're getting closer to this mark, so I am going to be looking to take another TP up here on this long trade. Well, I say this, the long trade from down here. Nice open interest increase, right? This is what we're going to see, okay? So this rubbish move towards the upside here, it can turn into a good move, okay? It can. Volume has been increasing. Delta is increasing. Open interest is finally now increasing. So it could turn into a good move, right? If we get a good move towards the upside, right, we could continue. Okay, and we don't really have to worry about coming back down. So let's talk about quickly a long trade that I am looking at. Whilst we're waiting for this to possibly hit another TP, we will cover a higher time frame long trade that I'm looking to take, possibly. So we have this GP786 level. Have we got any naked point of controls? Yes, we do. Okay, we've got a naked point of control at 61,700. And then we also have monthly VWAP. That's a little bit too high now, to be honest. So these could be two separate trades, right? So we could be looking for a trade around this area, a long trade from here, if we do see a pullback, of course. If we don't get the long trade set up from there, then maybe it could come from 61,700, right? We could maybe get a long trade set up from there. If we don't see it there, then I would expect much lower prices at like $56,400. So yeah, here at the VWAP, it could just be a simple like swing failure of this low here as well for the long trade, and then we target higher prices. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for there. With this here, with the GP786 in confluence with this daily naked point of control, I'd be looking for short absorption coming into this level. If we were to get short absorption, then I would take the long. Okay, that would be a nice long trade. So yeah, that's kind of my larger, more like swing trade, long trade that I'm looking for. Let me know if you've got any questions. Of course, just put them in the chat. We're getting so close to that TP. To be honest, there's not even much point really waiting for it. So I will probably just do it here. What are we going to do? 50%? Let's say. Yeah, let's do a 50%. Okay, there we go. Right, I've just taken another TP on that. Let's bring that up. So as you can see here, I've just taken another TP on that long trade. I'll update the team as well on that. It was like 160-ish. There you go. So just took another TP on this long trade here. Yes, that was a really lovely long setup. Okay, then I'll give it another 30 seconds. If there are no questions, I'll probably end the live stream here. But of course, if you've got any questions, put them in the chat and I will be happy to answer any questions. Of course, possibly looking for the short trade up here. Yeah, we'll have to see. Of course, for any Visionary members, I will put it in the Visionary Discord, so don't worry about that. But yeah, other than that, if there are no more questions, I will end the live stream there. Of course, if you want access to this Visionary Discord where I give all of my trades away, click the first link in the description or the pinned comment. It will take you over to this page here where you can gain access to that. And of course, if you are new, make sure that you do subscribe and yeah, turn that bell notification on so you never ever miss another live stream. So yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for the next live stream tomorrow. And for any Visionary members, I will see you over in the Discord. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.